recommendations on football or basketball purchases that I should be looking to invest in. So up at the Nashville, took my son with me, and he's been trading and doing his thing. And he ended up with a zebra Wembanyama. It's a fake. It's off of Etsy. Are they just coming off of Etsy? Is this something you've noticed a rise in? Because it wasn't happening a couple of years ago.
Welcome to the Eric Michael Show, where we talk about business, sports cards, sports collectibles, all sorts of fun stuff like that. And in this specific video or live stream, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to talk about something that I think is really important and really relevant to the time right now. So while I'm speaking right now, we're getting into later August, and as we all know, football is about to start. And I see this is where most people lose the most amount of money on sports cards, because football. So it's where people make the most amount of money, and people that don't know what they're doing, they lose the most amount of money. So I'm going to go over the top 5 mistakes that people make when it comes to buying and selling football cards. And also, I'm going to drop a free PDF in the description. You can click it. It'll give you it. Just fill out your information. We'll send it to you. There's no strings attached. I promise. It's just free value. You don't have to pay for it. I promise. So let's go over the top 5 mistakes people make. Once I'm done with that, then you guys can start to call into that phone number you see below, moving that 813-618-2075. But let's go over the top 5 mistakes first, because I feel like this is pretty important, and my goal here is to give you guys as much value as humanly possible. So, number 5, when it comes to making money with football cards around the football season, is buying the wrong products, okay? So to keep it simple, there's really a few good types of products, right? There's Optic, which is good. There's Prism, which is good. There's Flawless, which is more expensive, but that's also good. And there's National Treasures, and Mosaic is and Mosaic's kind of okay. But when I say good products, what I'm talking about is stuff that is liquid, stuff that'll move, stuff that'll sell, okay? That's what I'm talking about. And so many people go off and buy these cards that just nobody wants and just are totally not liquid, and they just don't sell well. So just to give an example of how important this is, you could have a player you could buy. Let's say you buy a bunch of Jordan Love, okay? And he has a great year, right? He starts off great. If you buy the wrong types of cards, those cards aren't going to appreciate in value. So therefore, you have to buy the right types of stuff. And in the PDF below, I outline exactly what to buy, the prices you should be paying, etc. So that's number 5. Number 4, this is also a common one. Buying skill positions. The only guys that really appreciate in value are quarterbacks, just to keep it simple. Outside of that, it's really, really hard. Really hard. I can't really think of many skill position players that have appreciated a lot in value. The league is quarterback driven, right? We all know that. So yeah, buying skill positions, just not a good idea. Number 3 is not diversifying. So this is just investing 101, whether we're talking about sports cards, stocks, real estate, right? You always want to diversify, and just buying all of one player, probably not the best idea, because it's just a terrible investing strategy. Number 2, so this is an interesting one. So ignoring schedules. Okay, so this is a pretty fascinating one, if in my opinion at least. So what I will do, this is kind of after the football season begins. So if you've listened to any of my content before ever, you'll hear me talk about how you should always sell cards before the season starts, because players are hyped. And then once the season starts, just most players don't perform up to expectations. It's just kind of how sports cards works and sports in general. But what people will do is in the middle of the season, they'll start to buy players that have very hard schedules. So I'll go in and buy guys that have easy upcoming schedules, right? So let's say, to give a hypothetical example, let's say Bryce Young gets off to a rough start, right? And his next few games are against really easy teams. Let's say his value goes down in half because he just started off the season bad, and his next few games are against the Saints and the Cardinals and then the Dolphins, right? 3 easy defenses in a row. I'll see that. And then what I'll do is I'll buy it, knowing he's probably going to have a few good games in a row and knowing it could go up in value. The opposite is true with what I see a lot of people do. So let's say Bryce Young gets off to a good start, and then he has 2 games in a row against the Ravens and then again against the Bills, well, chances are he's probably not going to have great games against those teams. And you want to buy it at the low, not at the high, right? Hopefully that should be pretty obvious. So that's number two. And the most important, or the not the most important, but the number one mistake people make that you have seen me talk about a lot is buying before the season and holding into the season. Because most players don't perform up to expectations, right? It's just kind of how sports cards goes. It's just how life works in sports. Take my word for it. So let me share my screen and kind of show this one, because this one is, in my opinion, kind of important. So hopefully you guys can see my screen here. Now, so let me show you an example. So let's take Jaden Daniels Silver Prism, right? Jaden Daniels, everyone loves him. Everyone thinks he's gonna have an amazing year. And this is his Silver Prism PSA 10. Let's see if I'm sharing. Oh, am I? Okay, there we go. So this is a Jaden Daniels Silver Prism PSA 10, right? This is like $1,000 to $1,100 in that range. I could almost guarantee you, I can't make financial guarantees, but if I had to bet a lot of money, I would, that this card is going to be worth a lot less when the season begins. The odds of him performing up to this standard is very low, right? The reason a sophomore slump is a thing right now, defensive coordinators know what they're getting themselves. A year of tape. People aren't taking the Commanders easy anymore, right? It's a game people mark on their schedule. And for all those reasons, just for him to repeat what he did last year is very hard. To give you a good example, so check this out, right? CJ Stroud, Silver Prism PSA 10. So CJ Stroud last year was like this year's Jaden Daniels, right? If you go back a year ago, you could see his card was almost selling for the same. This was pretty ironic, right? His Silver Prism PSA 10 was like $900, call it. And look what happened. He didn't have a bad year either, right? He had a pretty good year, right? He, made it he won a playoff game. Then he pushed the Chiefs. They ended up losing, but he didn't have a bad year. But because he didn't live up to this magical Superman expectation, you can see this card today is worth like $400. And at one point it was worth almost $1,000. And also you could see just when the season started last year. So it started right around here, just how fast it fell, right? That's a pretty, dramatic fall, right? And you don't want to get stuck in that. So I see people do that all the time. You don't want to be that guy. Whoops. You don't want to be that guy. Trust me, take my word for it. But if you guys have questions, feel free to call in to the phone number below. I know I took last week off. I was actually in Costa Rica. Shut off my phone for 4 days because we're about to open up a new office. And I just needed to unplug. I was starting to get a little burned out. I've been at this for 6 years, I think. And if you guys have never been to Costa Rica, I highly recommend. By the way, I see your guys' questions. Feel free to call in. We'll begin taking callers now, so feel free to let it rip. All right, first one. Go for it. Calling him back.
Hello, Eric. This is Gary. How are you?
Hey, what's up? You got Eric. What's your name?
Gary.
Gary.
So weird.
What's up, Gary? Yeah, you sound a little. Do I sound a little funny to you?
You sound perfect. My voice is clicking feedback a whole lot different than what I sound like.
Oh, that's strange. Well, anyways, I can hear you good enough. How can I help?
I recently purchased a Lane Hudson Silver Outburst on eBay.
Like, hey, Gary, do you mind maybe put your phone on speaker, take it off speaker, do the opposite of what you're doing right now?
Does that help any?
Wait, say something.
Sorry, does that help any?
Yeah, it helps a little bit. Go for it. What's your question?
Last week I bought a Lane Hudson Silver Outburst.
Okay.
And it looks clean. It looks great. I think it's a gem.
Okay.
Whenever it in this week or next week, I'm gonna get to my LCS. I'm gonna have them look it over and maybe even do not adjusting, but tell me if I should be testing it to try and get pristine out of it instead of PSA.
Gary, it's real. I'm gonna shoot you a call back in just a second. It's very difficult to hear you. Your voice just sounds like it's like changing. It's very hard to hear. Let me shoot you a call back in a bit. Sorry about that. Well, I just want to make sure everyone can hear you. Do we have another caller? Okay. Hopefully it's not a. I'll try to shoot him a call back. Yeah, I don't know why his voice sounded just funny. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Can you hear me, Eric?
I can hear you. What's up? What's your name?
My name's Travis.
Travis. What's up, Travis? How can I help?
Yeah, watching your content for about a year.
Cool.
I don't know if I saw Darth Vader like the last guy.
I think
You're
you're
able to hear me as well as...
Yeah, it's like cutting. Maybe take your phone off speaker, put it on speaker. Do the opposite of what you're doing.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better. Go for it.
Yeah, so I've been watching content for probably a year,
Cool.
and I'm kind of thinking of getting into gradings and stuff. Over the last year, I've kind of just wanted to get myself dipped in slowly, so I kind of some ball cards, some on eBay, made $3,000 a year.
Nice.
And to kind of get into the grading, but every time I'm on eBay and I'm looking at specific cards, I can never pull the trigger on buying something because I feel like every card is not centered.
Yeah.
Do you think that's like common, or do you think I'm just way too particular?
It's just a lack of skill, to be like blunt with you and transparent. Like there's so many cards on eBay, and actually, from what I've seen, it's actually getting easier and easier and easier to find cards on eBay to buy because less and less people are grading because PSA is getting harder and people just are tired of sending cards into PSA and getting 8s and 9s. So you just have to. How long have you been buying and selling cards for?
About a year, last August, that I've just kind of done raw thing just to kind of get myself into know valuable, prism, the optics like that, just to get in the game.
Got it. Yeah. So it sounds like you're newer to grading, so it's no different than like if you've never shot a basketball before. Even if I show you how, you're gonna stink. It's just a lack of skill. Like I can go on eBay right now. I mean, I've been doing it a long time and find a plethora of cards to buy to grade. Like I have a student inside the program that bought like 190 cards last month to grade or something ridiculous. Something that might help you if you're looking to buy cards to grade. Pokemon is easier to see the condition, and they're easier to find as well, at least in my opinion, to buy and grade. So that might help you buying like newer Pokemon cards. There's big margins. They're easy to grade. They're easy to see. You just need them to be perfectly centered and not have any edge chipping, and chances are it'll probably 10. So that's something I might try.
One of the things I'm kind of skeptical is as I get to this and I send them in, get them back 9s, how am I supposed to know what was the reason for the 9 out the 10?
Well, like you're asking me, like
what, they give you a breakdown of it was 9 because of the corner PSA or edges or the surface?
Yeah, they won't do that. But just, I mean, there's only 4 reasons it got a 9. It was either the edges, the centering, the surface, or the corners. And odds are it's probably the corners or the centering. That's what PSA cares about the most. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, I wish I had like you could follow all my content. Obviously, that's why I post it, to give free value, and you could see exactly as I do and exactly how I look at cards.
I've watched thousands of hours of it.
Yeah, I mean, but it took me.
I'm just nervous to pull it for myself.
Yeah, it took me years and years and years to figure all that stuff out, even though I make it look easy online. So, I mean, my suggestion is, I mean, what I've done in my life is I always pay for mentorship to speed up my success. You know, I'm not sitting here saying like to buy my program, because obviously I sell one, but you could pay someone else, you know, to learn the ropes, so you can just learn it right away. You don't have to make those mistakes. What
is your basic program $50 or?
We have multiple different options. A starter one, we have one for $47 a month, and then there's ones that go up all the way up to thousands. Obviously, the more you pay, the
Just
more
the
support.
47 really going to help kind of me evaluate the cards to get that just continue your mentorship about how to do this thing.
A big part of the program is it takes you step by step on what cards to look for, how to evaluate the conditions of cards, et cetera, et cetera. Let me ask you this: what's your budget for buying cards?
So it kind of oscillates. I'm hoping in the next probably couple months, I'm gonna have that $2,000 that you talk about. I have a wife and then a 5-year-old, 3-year-old. So over the last year we're doing this, some of them have just been sucked to
Yeah,
new shoes, clothes, but I'm really
yeah,
gonna get a bonus for current job. About right around that $1,000 that I went all right into this.
Kids are expensive.
But the timing's bad too because football's already started. Fall's too late and fall's wrapping down. So
Yep. Yep. I wouldn't touch it unless you have like I said, $2,000. I probably wouldn't touch any of the programs. I would just continue using the free content. There's a lot of other YouTube videos as well that'll probably help you out. But yeah, and then I would just like Pokemon is the easiest cards to evaluate. You just need the card to be perfectly centered and to have no edge chipping. I could give you like a Pokemon card to look at that'll help you.
yeah.
So like, hold on, let me see here. Just share my screen.
And then while you're at that, the other thing that I kind of have a hard time evaluating is like how am I supposed to know what card to look like? I know some cards, if we want a 2x raw to 10, but then sometimes the raw to 10 is only like a 1.5x. That's not it. So sometimes I have time getting set up like what even card to look for because the value's in there, even if you do.
Yeah, so market movers or just looking at comp, yes, just some cards you're gonna have big margins, some you're not. Usually Prism and Optic, you're gonna have good margins. But here's a good card to look at. I'm looking at it on my screen. It's called Cynthia's Garchomp. I think that's how to pronounce it. I'm not the Pokemon expert, but it's 2025 Scarlet and Violet. Cynthia's 232 over 182. The cards sell for like $200 raw, and 10s do about 600. And then if you look, so there's a website called gemrate.com that'll tell you the percent gem rate of these cards. And where is this one? Hold on. And then I just want to tell you hold on, Cynthia Garchomp. Type today 232. Yeah, so this card, you could get one for around $200 and 10s do about 600, and they get a PSA 10 at about 55% of the time. That's a good card.
Yeah, that's definitely a good coin.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's a card I'd look at. How are you?
Awesome. Yep. Like I said, thanks for all the help and the concept. I'll probably continue to keep watching and hopefully maybe one day use the program.
Cool. Yeah, looking forward to it. Just call back in the future. Let me know how it goes.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric.
All right, bye-bye.
Eric.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Yeah, this is Eli in Pennsylvania.
Hey, what's up? Wait, say your name one more time.
Eli.
Eli. Oh, Eli. Eli. Got it. Eli. Sorry. Go for it, Eli. What's up? How can I help?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering what we're looking to buy right now because it seems a little bit late for basketball, but early baseball. So I was wondering your opinion.
Well, early is a good thing. I could tell you the last card I bought, I'm looking at my eBay right now, was a 2020 Bowman Chrome Gold greater than 9.5 Jason Dominguez Bowman Chrome. That's the last card I bought. I'm beginning to buy baseball. Kind of buying guys because like the really hyped guys will start to get hyped like November, December, January. So I'm just starting now. So some guys I'm looking to buy, maybe Bobby Witt, maybe Jason Dominguez. I have a list of some other guys. Wyatt Langford is someone I might buy. Dylan Cruz, Walker Jenkins, maybe Jackson Merrill. It's more like card dependent. I just need to find the right card. But I'm beginning to get an early start on baseball, and then the basketball stuff you could still buy. You just need like to use. Well, right now it's
Yeah.
August. You need to use the $40 service so you get it back in time before the season. The basketball's still in play.
Yeah,
You just,
gotcha.
you just need to up it a little bit.
Yeah, and for the ball guys, are you looking for like the bone first cards or?
Yeah. So are you buying 2 grade? So buying raw 2 grade. I'll look at usually tops, anything Bowman Chrome or tops, like top series or tops update or tops Chrome to 2 grade. Those are the easier ones to find 2 grade. Buying cards already graded, I'll only really buy Bowman Chrome. That's it.
Okay, got it. Thanks for all the value you provide. It's helpful.
Yeah, man. Any other questions?
Yeah, I got one more question actually.
Go for it.
So I just started listening to stuff probably 2 weeks ago. Listened to all your lives back probably 6 months,
Every single one?
and I heard you probably. I
Wow.
think so.
Oh, holy good for you.
Yeah, I get like fixated on things I'm interested in.
Sweet.
But anyway, I heard you talk about months ago for your office having a bunch of guys, pickleball courts,
Yeah.
grill,
Yep.
gym, everything. That sounds like my dream environment, like the perfect environment of what I'm thinking about. So, like, how do I work for you?
Yeah, I like the directness. Where do you live?
Ohio.
Well, we have basically 2 roles we hire in America. I guess this is a conversation. I'll send you a link to an application, or you can go to our website majorleagueprofits.com, and there should be a careers page. And really the only role we hire is salespeople, because the coaches, the people that we hire, like that to actually teach the students, we only take those people from inside the program. So you have to go through the program, you have to be one of the top most successful students, and then we will hire you for a coach. So the only like available position where like you could get hired relatively quickly is a salesperson. But you just have to go through the application process. We have a pretty intense application process. It'll be straightforward. It's a 3-step interview process, and then you finally get to me, and then you speak to me, and then or John, my business partner, and then one of us makes the final decision. But just applying to the website, and the hungrier you sound, the more open we are to hiring you. Just to give you a little piece of advice, the way we hire is we don't care about experience, we care about hunger and drive. So if you could display that, you have a decent chance.
Yeah, 'cause I'm a mechanical engineering student, so sales, I don't know, I guess.
Yeah, well,
I just want to be something great.
yeah, all of our like operations and engineering and like stuff that you might be good at, we take care of it overseas because it's much cheaper. We have some really good people overseas. Yeah. Just look at.
It was great talking to you.
Yeah, just look at the careers website on our website, majorleagueprofits.com, and you'll be able to see what's available.
All right, well, sounds great, man. Thanks for.
All right, no problem, man.
To me.
Thanks for calling in.
Of course.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, maybe I should hold the phone up to the mic so it doesn't do that. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hey, Eric, it's Eric from Philly.
Eric from Philly. Good name.
Thanks.
How may I help?
You answered my one question, selling the quarterbacks for the season. Got a Caleb Silver.
Okay.
PS10.
Yep.
I did see that they have like the 3rd hardest school. So I'm thinking I would just sell that literally like right now, right?
If it was my card, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would just
Okay.
look at, don't use me, just look at if you look at just past trends of quarterbacks, like young good quarterbacks going to their second season. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody that was worth more 5 weeks into the season than they were before the season. If you think about it, last year, right? Like Will Levis, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, all those guys were worth less. If you go back a year before that, see, who are the young guys? Like was Brock Purdy, right? Who else was from 2022? I forget. But it's very hard to go up in value because of how much they're hyped. And I think Caleb Williams is gonna have a good season. I'm actually pretty high on the Bears, but I would still sell it I just like to use previous data. I don't like to tell myself I'm smarter than the data.
Okay, and then so kind of goes to this ball right up, JJ, the full pulsar.
Wait, Eric, I'm gonna put you on speaker. Hold on 1 second. Repeat that question. Repeat that question again. Sorry.
I said I bought a JJ McCarthy purple pulsar PSA 10.
Okay.
I didn't. It was something that I thought maybe would be like sort of like maybe like a long-term investment. I know silver kind of is very variable, you know, in its prices. But is that something I should hold on to, or is that something that what you see falling in value? Like it's about like 550 to 600 right now.
Yeah. Oh, I sell it all, man. I sell all the football. Anyone could be worth more than they are today, but just odds are very low. Like just to put it in perspective, out of the what is there 6 young quarterbacks between Penix, McCarthy, Caleb Williams, Daniels, by week 5, this is me guessing here, I would guess one out of the 6 is worth more today. Worth more by week 5 than they are today. Maybe one. That'd be my guess. So with that said, I would sell it all. That's what I would do.
All right. That's all I had.
Sweet. Yeah. Call back.
Right.
Yeah, go sell it. Call back in the future. Let me know how it goes.
All right. Thanks, bro.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sorry about the few tech bugs. It's like very annoying. Trying to get all this tech stuff situated, especially because we're moving offices. Maybe call Gary back. That should fix the problem with the deep voice. We're calling him back. Hey, Gary.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up? I got you on speaker on the phone now, so now I can hear you clear. The Bluetooth has just been being funny. That hooks up into my ear. So now I can hear you good. What's up?
Okay. So I bought a Lane Hudson Silver Outburst. I haven't got it yet, but I just did buy it. And it looked clean. It really did. Now, the card itself, it sold for $300.
Okay.
Whenever it's graded, a PSA 10 originally did $1,800. Now they're down to like $1,300, $1,100.
Yeah.
But only 5 have been sent to Beckett, and none of them have got over an 8. This looks like it could be a 10, maybe even a pristine. I'm thinking if I sent it there, I would get more odds in my favor to try and get the first in line price.
Yes. However, so a Beckett 10 is very hard to get. No matter how good you think the card looks, it's really, really hard. So the way I would look at it, so a silver PSA 10 is like $1,000. If yours gets a Beckett 10, it would be worth, I'm just guessing here, maybe $2,500. So you 2.5 times your money. Okay. However, do you know the gem rate? Like what percent of them get a PSA 10?
33, 34% through PSA.
So 33% get a 10. The odds of you getting a Beckett 10, like 5% probably. So from 5% to 30%, that's 6 times the difficulty to get a Beckett 10, but only for 2.5 times more the money. So therefore, I would send it to PSA.
Okay.
That's the way I would look at it. And you could always take a risk and let it rip. But me personally, I wouldn't.
Just take looks in hand. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate the honest info.
Sweet. Yeah. I just look at the math. To be honest with you, I try not to make.
It's just that my whole thing is there's only 5 sent out to Beckett. You know, one of them's going to Jim, right?
Well, most of them are going to get a Beckett 9. The reason only 5 have been sent out to Beckett is because a Beckett 9.5, which is usually what you're gunning for, like getting a Beckett 10 is relatively lucky. It's worth much less than a PSA 10. Like if a PSA 10 is 1,000, a Beckett 9.5 will be around 600.
Oh, no joke.
Yeah, probably not. You know, I always could be wrong, but PSA outsells Beckett pretty heavily. Now, back in the day, you know, before the pandemic, a Beckett 9.5 and a PSA 10 were pretty similar with modern cards, but it's just not the case anymore. That's why most people send their cards to PSA.
That's who I always send to. I've never even sent to Beckett.
Yeah, the only cards I personally send to Beckett, if it's so Beckett getting a Beckett 9.5 is easier than a PSA 10. So the only cards I'll send to Beckett is if it's like a high end, like National Treasures card or a flawless card, a card that's thicker, harder to grade. I don't think it'll pass with PSA. I'll take a shot with Beckett because a Beckett 9.5 will still make me a considerable amount of money. But that's the way I use Beckett. So it's very, very few and far between.
Thank you for your help, and I'll let you know how whenever I get back.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, let me know how it goes.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Is there another one? Kevin, I see your comment. Yes, we're taking callers. If you guys have any questions, feel free to call in to that phone number below. But I'll continue. I actually didn't get a chance to do it, but we'll wait for the next caller. We'll share my screen and go over some cards. Maybe I'm looking to buy. Maybe I'm not looking to buy. Let's see here. All right. Cool. You can see this is actually a card. You can see I'm beginning to buy baseball. You can see here the last card I purchased was actually this bad boy. Here it is, Jason Dominguez. I think its stuff is low. I actually might try to send this card to PSA. Like the centering, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Like it's a little smaller here, but the rest of the card is strong, and a PSA 10 would obviously do me well. But I've begun looking at some baseball. I'll mix in some basketball as well. So, like some stuff I was looking at is like 2024 top series. This isn't bad stuff to buy. What you could do is go to advanced, do like minimum price, call it $100, do like min bid count 1. So it only shows us cards with 1 bid. And Pete Crow Armstrong was an interesting guy to buy. His stuff has like come down a little bit. So if we look at Pete Crow Armstrong, we look at let's look at a card that's a good example. Let's do like Bowman Chrome. Bowman Chrome PSA 10 Sapphire. Let's find a common card. I guess this is a common card. You can see his stuff like just shot up during the season, and it's come back down a little bit in the past 60 days or so. But like Pete Crow Armstrong is someone I might consider buying. So a card like this, what is this? A top 1989 Topps baseball, Pete Crow Armstrong. Oh, this is gonna be hard to agree. We have a caller. All right, let her rip. Hey, you got Eric. You're live.
Eric, this is Kevin, former MLP student, man. How you doing?
What's up, Kevin? Long time no talk. How you doing?
Yeah, absolutely doing well, man. Still watching live, man. I love seeing you doing your thing and teaching everybody else what you taught me, dude. I've been crushing it still.
Nice, sweet. You sound.
Yes,
It sounds like I paid you to call in.
I just love the brand, dude. I still rock my MLP blacks and my hoodie, everything.
Yeah,
So
well, nice.
go ahead.
Do you have?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Do you have any specific questions?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. So up at the National a couple weeks ago, took my son with me, and he's been trading and doing his thing, and he went one way, I went the other. He ended up with a zebra Wembanyama that he traded some Pokemon for.
Nice.
That was nice. I thought so too until listed the damn thing at home. We listed it for sale. It's a fake. It's off of Etsy. You go right on Etsy and find these things, dude. And I'm like, holy cow, wish we would have noticed it there, but the hustle and bustle of the national, you're not really looking at that like that. He's 12 years old. His buddy was with him is 12. The guy that he's 10.
Jeez,
anyways,
that's terrible.
yeah, so
What did he do a deal with a dealer, or did he do a deal with some random guy walking around?
It was like a guy on the hallway sitting Indian style,
Ah, shit. And what did the guy say the card was worth? Like, what did they value the card at?
I think he was honestly, well, there was here's a crappy part about it too, and I even told him to pull the trigger on it when he came back to me. There was a downtown Jaden Daniels, and the value on that, I think we traded about $450 in Pokemon for it. Should have known that the deal was good. He came back and said, "Dad, I pulled the trigger." I'm like, "Yeah, I figured it was a kid or something. I was busy." But my question is, with the downtowns, I mean, there's some shimmer to it that you can tell, but these are pretty good fakes. And are they just coming off Etsy? Is it something you've noticed a rise in? Because it wasn't happening a couple of years ago.
Yeah, the unfortunate part about an industry getting bigger is there's more thieves and scammers, as we all know. I would need to see the card. I personally have never seen a fake off of Etsy. I didn't even know. I mean, it makes sense why people are using it to scam people, but yeah,
even putting it out there in the ether, man.
Yeah,
say it out loud.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm gonna mess around with it and look it up, but I would just need to see it. I've never seen a fake. Like, I've seen fake vintage cards before, but I've never really seen people faking modern cards. I've seen people fake patches in modern cards before, but not real faking modern. I would need to see it, but sorry about that. That sucks.
Yeah, well, I guess that was it, man. I just wanted to touch base. I did want to shout out MLP, and man, I just seen you've still been doing things. I got a message from you guys saying there was some new things going involved. So if you want to touch on that, I'll get back to live and watch in. I'll just keep an eye on you. I got a pretty light day today, so
Sweet. Yeah. I'll have a coach shoot you. I'll either shoot you a call or I'll have a coach shoot you a call.
All right, buddy. Thanks a
All
lot,
right.
man.
Thanks, Kevin.
Best of luck to you. Yep.
Thank you. Bye. All right. Former student. He did very well in the program. Also, sucks. Got freaking fake, man. People are faking freaking zebra Wembanyamas now. It's insane. Oh. Callers are coming in. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hey, question for you.
What's up, man? What's your name? What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Go for it.
Hey, I am attending a local card show
Yes.
at the end of November.
Okay.
And I've been to a handful of card shows in the past just as a buyer, but this is the first time I will be attending as a seller. I have a table.
Nice.
I am significantly more invested in baseball than I am football or basketball.
Yep.
And obviously the end of November is not, or at least in my opinion, not an ideal time to try to sell or move your baseball cards. That's typically a good time to buy them. Do you have any recommendations on football or basketball purchases that I should be looking to invest in to try to flip at that show?
Yeah. So, well, do you know how many tables the show is? How big it is, or small?
I think it's like 60 to 80 tables.
What area of the country?
It's in Virginia.
Okay. So buying. Have you listened to my content or not much?
Very little bit. I'm newer into trying to spread myself out from just baseball, and so I'm relatively new to the content.
Okay. So, piece of advice that I say all the time is most guys don't perform up to expectations in football. So all the young quarterbacks that are really hyped right now, like Penix and Daniels and Williams, I would stay far away. If it was me. Unless you're planning on flipping them right away for the season. If someone comes up to you and gives you a deal like 70% and you can flip it right away, go for it. I hold no football going into the season. 0.
Okay.
It's just how sports works. Just most guys. sneeze. Sorry about that. Most guys just don't live up to hype. It's just how it goes. So, like, I just set up at a card show 2 weeks ago, and I was mainly looking for basketball and baseball. Um, so that's the stuff I was looking for. But at the same time, you're setting up at a show, so people are gonna come up to you and just give you good deals. Like if there's a $500 card and someone's giving it to you for $375, just buy it. It doesn't matter what it is, right? Buy it and flip it and make quick money. If you're talking about in terms of stuff to hold, the stuff I'll pay really strong on, because I have plans of holding it, are like some basketball, like Banchero, Cade Cunningham, but really, like, I'm looking to buy baseball right now. Is kind of what I'm getting into. So like I just bought a Jason Dominguez gold Bowman Chrome on eBay for like 2,500. At the last show I was at, I was buying. I think I bought a Jacob Wilson Bowman Chrome. Some other, like, that's the stuff I'm looking to buy. So it's kind of twofold. Like when I go to shows, whether I'm setting up or walking around, if I'm set up, either A, I'm buying anything that's cheap. People will just come up to you and be like, "Hey, I have this card for $500. Take it for $350. Great, you just made money." The stuff I'll pay really, really, really strong on is right now baseball. Like these younger prospects that are down, or maybe guys that are going into the playoffs, like Pete Crow Armstrong, that maybe will pop up during the playoffs. If not, I'll just hold it into the offseason. So those are the guys personally I'm looking to buy. But the biggest piece of advice I can give to you is what not to buy. And I would not buy football and not hold that into the season.
Okay. Yeah, because what I've been researching, what I've been looking to invest in, and it sounds like it's not a good strategy, is because late November is like week 11 of the NFL season. And I looked at straight at the schedules, and Drake May has a really easy schedule. And the Patriots have an easy schedule. Drake May's cards, there's a chance they go up, but
of course,
it sounds like trying to time the market is not a great decision.
Well, trying to guess who's gonna have a great season is not a great decision. Just like scouts can't do it, and they have hundreds of millions of dollars at their disposal, right? So why could you or I do it? Just most guys don't live up to it, especially then. Like there's a whole reason a sophomore slump's an actual thing, right? Defensive coordinators have a whole year on you. Like Jaden Daniels is not going to be taken easy anymore. Like people thought the Commanders were a joke last year, and obviously they're not. So I would not do that. Like if you're looking to do that, what I do with football is I'll go in like week 4, week 5, week 6. A lot of these players will go down in value, and then I'll go in, see who has an easy schedule and who could pop back up in value. So let's say you have Drake May, terrible start to the season. They're 1-3 or whatever, and then he has a few games in a row against the Cardinals, and then I don't know, another easy defense, then another easy defense. I'll buy it, just knowing like there's a strong chance he's gonna have a few good games in a row, and that's how football works. People overreact so much where one good game pops up someone in value. That's what I'll do with football.
Okay, so maybe not buying right now, but looking for a slow start to the season, because like I said, the card show is around week 11, week 12. So try to get somebody who's performing poorly. Look for some easy matchups and maybe find a time to flip the card.
Okay. Yeah. So okay, got it. So it's around week 11, week 12. So what?
So that was my concern. It's like, hey, Drake May has a really easy schedule. I've got the card show is in week 11, week 12, so we're gonna have lots of data on these guys. Should I be buying now? Should I wait to buy a little bit later into the season?
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Do not buy it now and hold it to then. That's
okay.
That's based on my experience, not a good idea. I would, before the card show, honestly, I would go on ChatGPT and type in what quarterbacks have the easiest schedules in terms of facing the easiest defenses the next 3 weeks in a row. Give it to me in order from hardest to easiest, and it'll spit it out to you. And that's what I would do for football. Then it's perfect time to buy baseball. And basketball, I'm kind of hesitant on because it's kind of weaker. I bought some to sell in the next month or two, but basketball, I'd proceed with caution. Don't think about it yet. Or and there's also Pokemon, which is a whole different thing. But just wait until you could see who's up or down in value, and then like week 7, week 8, or week 6, then type what I just said into ChatGPT to hopefully buy some cards cheap. Sell that. So like, okay, I know I'm all over the place here, but like week 6 or week 7, do what I just said with ChatGPT and see who's gonna have an easy schedule. So hopefully you could buy those cards now on week 6, week 7. They'll go up in value. You'll make money on them. You'll sell them at the card show around week 11, and then week 11, like right before the card show, the day or two before, type the same thing into ChatGPT to see who has an easy schedule coming up, and that's who you know now who you're looking to buy and who you might be willing to pay strongly. Yeah. So like 2 things, like try to time it, like start buying like week 6, buying easy schedules, guys who are down, and then do the same thing again for the card show week 11.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Cool. Yeah. Any other questions?
No, that's all I have. I really appreciate all your insight. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Call back and let me know how it goes. Hopefully you crush it.
Will do.
Sweet.
Thanks, Aaron. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Oh, we have another one. You have Eric, you're live?
This is Travis. I called it. I think that was the second call. Another quick question.
Yeah.
I won't take too much time.
Go
I
for
don't wanna be greedy for other people. I am going to a card show, local card show this weekend. Who would be some good baseball buys in terms of young prospects, but also maybe some, some more of the all-stars of the game that may have gone down in the season, but I could maybe get some of those graded and be ready for next baseball seasons.
Yeah, so there's like kind of what I said to that guy, kind of. So there's like 2 guys. There's like 2 types of purchases I look at, right? So there's guys like because baseball's not as much in demand right now. People will come up to your table and just sell you stuff that's cheap. Like I'm not looking to buy Aaron Judge, but if someone comes up to me and I could buy an Aaron Judge card at 80%, I'm gonna buy it, right? Pretty obvious. And so, like, just to give you an example, like, I bought a Jacob Wilson Bowman Chrome PSA 10 at a card show last week. Not someone I'm really looking to buy, but I think the card was worth like $400. He gave it to me for $325. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it. That's number 1. Number 2, the guys who like are down and I'm looking to pay strong on. So do you use market movers at all, or not really? You know what that is?
I use it, but I use it more so to comp stuff and see kind of what 30 days is all I can get.
Okay, well, you should buy the subscription. It's a good app. So what I'm sharing my screen right here. You're going to be a little delayed. So if you go to baseball, right, and you go to year. So let's look at guys who are newer. Like let's go to the past few years, and let's do like the cards that are at least $100 and at least 3 sales and only PSA 10s. So we could see if we go to price change, what guys are down in value the most. So this gives me a nice, good view of different players to look into that are down in value. So let me just do this. Do you see my screen here?
Yeah, I'm looking here at Jackson Holiday False Games right there.
Yes. Okay. So boom. Like, let's look at so Jackson Holiday, right? Now, what I'll do is I'll go to another tab. Sorry, I'm typing with one hand here, so bear with me. Jackson Holiday, Bowman, Chrome, and I'll look and see like, okay, like, is this a good buy? So like I got the name from this other tab because this lets me, the way the movements charts work on market movers is it'll let me look at what's down the most. Then I'll just pop over here. I'll look at a Jackson Holiday Bowman Chrome PSA 10, and yeah, his stuff is down. Like you can see in the beginning of the season, it was worth what? This was like $700, and now it's $288 the last sale. So that's someone I'd potentially be looking to buy depending on the card. Paul Skeens.
So you would be thinking you could even buy these people at raw to grade it as well, so it kind of just takes those couple months to appreciate.
Yeah. I would love to buy Jackson Holiday raw cards. Now his rookie year's from 2022, so it might be a little hard. But all these guys, these are names like Wyatt Langford is someone I know is down. Jack Cagley, am I pronounced Caglion? He was a huge prospect, when he came up, and then he kind of his hype died a little bit. It's down a little bit. But all these guys are guys that are down, big prospects, big names that, these are guys I'm going to buy anyways in the next few months. And I'm just getting a head start on it. So like, So that's kind of what I would do to determine who to buy. I just like to buy, like I just like to, like, sports cards in a nutshell is just buy people when other people aren't. That's how to do it well.
Yep, and I like for showing the market numbers, like you said, having some data behind it it's good because I understand the buy when no one else is buying it. Some strong confidence if you're doing it by, as you talked about, your gut feeling. So having some data on knowing that they're down, and chances are they'll swing back up to being coveted again. Coming next baseball season. So that seems like a good tool.
Yeah, it's a mix of data. So it's like a mix of data and like gut feeling. So it's like, okay, Jackson Holiday, he's down. Great. Now, do I think he can go up in value? Well, he's on a pretty popular team, the Orioles. He has obviously a big last name. He's a big prospect. I don't know if he'll appreciate as much as like he did last year, but it's a pretty safe buy. Like he's at the bottom. Like can it go down more? Of course, but like that's the game you're playing, right? There's always risk with business. Another guy who I like is Jackson Churio. He made me a decent chunk of change last year. So buying him in the offseason, I bought his cards in like October, November. So yeah, that's how I kind of determine and look like what guys are down, right? Because I don't watch every game, every team on every player, right? I don't know all these minor league guys, right? So I get the names from there, then I start to look into it.
Awesome, yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, cool. Any other questions?
Nope, I think that's it for at least right now.
Sweet, yeah, good luck at the show. What show are you going to?
I'm here in Lexington, Kentucky, so they have a monthly. So there's actually two that are right to me at the end of the month and the beginning of the month. So I try to, because I've only been in the Raw game right now, so I'll try to, take those 2 weeks to kind of stock up and then sell stuff on eBay, and kind of profit from there, which I've done a good job of. I'm just really ready to take that next step, but I know the next step, I'm buying right now cards at $1, $2, sell them for $8 or $9. The next step is buying $50 to get them graded and selling them for $200, and that's just a big jump. So I've been kind of cautious on that.
Yeah, you gotta go in, right? I mean, honestly, it's not like, to be honest, it's not like a huge jump. Like even if you fuck up, it's not like you lose a lot of money. That's the great thing about sports cards, right? It's not like if a card grades a 9, you lose the whole card, right? You could still sell the card and regain its value. And yeah, just if you're gonna start grading cards, just make sure that you could at least double your money after fees, right? So the little piece of advice, let's say if you buy a card for $100, it costs you $25 to get it graded. You want to make sure you can net doubling your money. So you can net $250 in your pocket. That's kind of my rule of thumb.
Now, do you think it would be better, like the thing that I almost had a hard time pulling the trigger with is just knowing that it's going to take so long for PSA. Would it be better for me if I am starting smaller to go with SGC, even though it's not as, price point's not going to be as high?
What do you do for work?
I work in accounting and finance. Just these last couple months moving into the sales department there.
Okay, so you're not broke, right?
No, but I was the one that had the wife and 2 kids, so the expenses are high, obviously.
Well, that's why you're looking to buy and sell sports cards to make up for those expenses.
I did betting a lot. I did a lot of arbitrage betting and used OddsJam a couple of years ago.
Wait, were you in the program?
No, I wasn't. I actually found Alex OddsJam and things like that on YouTube, and I just started doing it myself and made a few $1,000s at least, because again I was doing it on a smaller scale because I had kids, but it helped buy and things of that nature. So no, I've never been in the program, but that's where I was so drawn to your stuff when you guys started talking about OddsJam, because I did that back in 2023 and think it's the greatest thing ever because I'm a math major, so it was just so fun to do that.
Yeah, we actually only teach that. We have 2 programs, a lower one and a higher one. We only teach we only teach the sports betting arbitrage in the higher one. It's not something I talk about a lot, like online, because I'm the sports card guy, but it's like it is just insane. Like I see students.
More easy, positive easy.
Okay, so
necessarily for arbitrage to be out there all the time.
Well,
just make some of those higher games. But
were you doing the low hold betting on offshore books?
No, offshore books. I got a lot of success on the daily fantasy. I was using $100 parlay play and using his site for that, and got a a lot of success on those.
Yeah, I see students make the most amount of money, and the most success we have in the program is from the low hold betting on the offshore books. It's really good. Like there's a student, I can't say his name because he's the big fire chief in one of the biggest cities in the US, but this is no joke. He took $6,000 as a starting bankroll and in 4 months turned it into $45,000 just from low hold betting. It's pretty wild. But yeah, it's great. If you do it right, we have a full-time coach that teaches it. There's all sorts of tricks and things you could do that just make you so much money.
Yeah,
with the sports betting arbitrage.
Incredible.
Yeah. But I forgot what was your question? Oh yeah. Don't send cards to SGC. I only tell people if you have like $100 or a $200 budget and you need the cards to get back right away, send it to SGC just to kind of recoup your funds faster. But like, I mean, you're not broke. Yeah, you could do it with 1,000. You're just gonna be run out of money kind of quickly, and you're gonna sit on your hands. Like PSA doesn't take that long. I've been seeing like a month and a half on the lowest end service, but I would try to get $2,000. Tell the wife you're taking an extra $1,000. Put the foot down. It'll help you make much more money in the long run. So it'll let you spend. Like if you're buying $100 cards, it'll let you spend, and almost get to the point where you start getting cards back if you do it right. So
I'm definitely trying to do that. So I'm in that weird gap where two sports are basically starting and one sport is ending. So
yeah,
I guess I'm trying to focus on baseball
or Pokemon. Pokemon's really easy.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
That was a good piece of advice. I might try to get on there and do some Pokemon because, like I said, I know they have cyclical seasons in some capacity, but I'm sure it's not as volatile as some of these sports.
Yeah, the problem with only $1,000 in starting, it's not bad, but your decision-making framework gets screwed up because just when you buy cards to grade, there's risk, right? Like that's just, you have to take a little bit of risk. It's not a lot of risk, but like you might have to buy cards where it's like, oh wow, like this card I could buy for $60 and a PSA 10 is $400, but it's a little off-centered, but it might 10. So you want to be able to take that risk. But now if you're only dealing with $1,000 and you just spend some money and you only have $200 left, now it's like, oh shit, like, do I want to take that risk? But if you had more money, you would take that risk all day. It's kind of like, the best poker players, part of the reason they win is because they have the most amount of cash. They can bully people. So it's the same concept. So like, yeah, exactly. So I tell people $2,000. Like that's why I tell people, like don't even bother inquiring about the program unless you have $2,000 in cash to spend on cards, because like if you only have 1,000, like people have joined, they've done well, but like I've just seen like people aren't able to be as successful, not only because they don't have a lot of money, but they get really, really scared to spend because they're on this really tight budget. So that would be my advice.
Yep. So the $47 a month plan, that's the one that you're even talking about. If you have $2,000, that would be kind of the limit for that plan.
No, that plan you could join. You could join, and you'll learn a lot. I would join the $47, and then once you get like a few grand, then you could upgrade to our actual program. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't bother. Yeah, if one of the salespeople call you, I would just tell them like, hey, like Eric told me to wait, a month or two. Don't hop on a sales call with a salesperson because
like I said, I'm kind of hoping over the remaining 2025. There's a pretty good chance of a couple bonuses for me, especially moving into the sales department. So I want to try to take some of that in the year-end bonus and be ready for 2026 and maybe be able to have all those funds.
Yeah. Don't.
I've really enjoyed flipping the raws and doing that. It's just helped me really learn the game, learn a bunch of stuff, some connections even, so I can get the high cards, sell those as well.
Yeah, don't tell the wife you got a bonus. Hide it from her. Be like, babe, the company.
Awesome. She'll be on.
Oh, she will. Okay. All right.
She was a little skeptical when I was doing some sports betting, but she knows I'm good at things that nature, so she knows that I'm as tight as everyone is around, so she knows if I'm spending it, it's for good reason.
All right. Well, fair enough. So yeah, just I would join the $47 a month. There's a bunch of videos in there that'll take you step by step and make your life easier. And you could if you don't like it, I believe there's a refund policy. You could just, if you cancel within the first 30 days, we'll give you the $47 back.
And is that more videos videos than what you kind of have on the free content. It's like I said, I started this about a year ago, and
Yeah. So
so
I tell people this all the time. The difference is like the actual material in terms of what I'm teaching. It's the same thing. So like everything out there,
just laid out.
yeah. So like that's what you pay for, right? When you pay someone for coaching, like all the stuff I teach, I put on YouTube for free, all of it, like maybe even more. But like you're paying for it to be in step-by-step sequential order, so you don't have to go digging for things. You know exactly what to do in the next step. So like it takes you step by step, and there's Google Docs, with videos and examples and pictures. It speeds up your success. That's why you pay for coaching. You're not paying for this. Like there's no magical wand when you pay the $47. There's no magical card I'm telling you to buy. It's just makes your life way easier. You're able to learn it much faster and able to reference information much quicker.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I appreciate all the help. Like I said, I'll get cards done this weekend, so I'm about to hop back on and call in on Monday and let you know if I got anything good and maybe see how to sell it.
Awesome. Good luck. Go crush it out there.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric.
All right. Bye-bye. He'll do well. I can tell. You could tell when you've been doing this a long time. He'll do well. I think we have some other callers as well. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Man, I didn't move in Costa Rica. Actually, I did move a lot. And that's a lie. I went hiking and did all sorts of stuff.
Nope.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, man? What's your name?
No, thank you very much. You just wanted to call in.
Oh, no. That's not good. I got to call him back. Should have called back. I'm trying to set this up, make my life easier. Can get a keyboard going. No, that was my fault. I clicked the end button on accident.
Oh, nice going. Well,
Yeah.
Make money off the cards, right? Hey, I just wanted to. So I joined the program, and you guys really got me going into it. I've been collecting sports cards. In fact, I've got a bunch of junk wax cards, and I've got a bunch of old ones actually going back through. But I just wanted to share something for anybody who's new. You were saying that TSA is pretty quick turnaround. A month and a half, and so one of the things I just want to share, and I'll see what you think about this.
Yeah, sure.
So I've submitted to them 10 cards at a time, and I'm waiting on them.
Okay.
And like you said before, I'm sitting on my hands. What I found I'm going to be doing at this point, and this again works for me. Instead of sending 10 cards at a time, what I'm going to do is send 5 cards at a time.
Okay.
When I get them back, keep it rolling, because now it's just I'm sitting here doing nothing. I don't know if that's worth it for the folks on here to hear about that, but that's been my experience, and it's it's frustrating. It's my own fault in doing that, but I've learned, and I found that that's something that for me personally works better. If I could just continue to why make 2,000 in 1 month, nothing the next month? Why not make 1,000, and so forth? So that's just something I wanted to share with all the student folks out there that I've found, because I've been doing it for a few months now. It gets a little bit frustrating, but send 5 at a time, 5 next month, just keep on looking. I just wanted to share that. I don't know if you agree with that or not.
Yeah, I totally agree. So at the end of the day, right, you're making the same amount of money. However, like being consistent is much better for the mental because you're actually doing something and you're keeping the momentum rolling. So I totally agree. If you'd rather buy 5 cards, this month and 5 cards next month versus all in 1 month, you want to keep the consistency going, because that is the biggest reason people fail inside the program or in business or wherever. Number 1, people don't follow directions. Number 2, people lack consistency. It's just like anything when it comes to making money requires consistency. And if you're sitting on your hands for a month, that's going to be no good for consistency.
Well, it's not. And you sit there and then you start looking at cards, and it's like, okay, well, what's going up, what's going down? And what I'm finding is that, oh, shoot, if I had saved some of my cash, and done it up, I could have bought a different card.
Yeah.
That now
is going up a little bit. So, it's a lot of trial and error, but I just wanted to share that. And I think that's really important to keep going. Like you say, it's got to be consistency. And I just want, again, I'm not so much a question, but I just wanted to share that. And thank you for, just kind of motivating me and getting me going. I'm having a lot of fun. Now what I'm going to be doing is looking at Pokemon cards because I know nothing about them, and that fascinates me. So
yeah, there's a section in the program called TCG Player. You should have access to. It kind of goes over Pokemon because I'm like you. I've made some money off Pokemon. I don't know anything about it. I could barely tell you the name of the characters. So yeah, the Pokemon stuff is the Pokemon. Honestly, for someone like you, starting out, the Pokemon is actually a safer bet.
Yeah. Sounds good. Hey, thank you. I'll give somebody else a chance. I appreciate you tonight.
Thank you for calling in.
You got it, man.
All right, bye-bye. Decent amount of calls. Not a lot of viewers today, but a lot of callers. Usually we have like 100 plus, and today it's only like 60 to 70. But a lot of callers. I know I took a week off. Well, the National Card Show, which I wasn't here. Then I got sick. And then we did one. There's this huge tech issue, and then I left. But I'm happy to be back and being consistent. I like being consistent. I like being in routine. Other callers? I think there are. Oh, never mind. Well, cool. So there's no more callers. I'll end it here. If you're watching, I made a PDF, the top 5 mistakes people make when it comes to football cards. It's very valuable. I just try to drop these PDFs every single time I go live, just to give you guys something to actually print out, get your hands on, because as you can see, these people that call in and these people that make money, these people that are successful, it's good for my brand, it's good for me, and my mission is to help as many people as humanly possible. So if you're watching this, like, comment, subscribe, go grab the free PDF. There's no strings attached. Monday, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, we go live. I'll see you in the next one.